So I believe that the next 7 years, regardless of how challenging they can be, we have the capacity to make it epic. We have the capacity to make it gentle on ourselves. And we have the capacity to even change a lot of these difficult processes for the whole planet. And according to our prophecies, at the beginning of this new millennia, we have entered into what we call the new earth, the new times, the new cycles. In Quechua, that is called Pachacuti. It's a major Pachacuti. I have been witnessing miraculous changes, powerful transformation that have had an amazing ripple effect throughout the planet, mostly with the energy of leadership. I have initiated with this powerful medicine, powerful leaders who in their own circles, in their own community. And the truth is perhaps some of the generations living here on Mother Earth will never catch up. They will just live as the last unevolved human generation which were here before this new millennia. But as of 2012, all the children that are arriving, they're coming for this new Pachacuti. They're coming with a different genetic coding, with a different preparation psychologically, emotionally for these new times. Whatever is in these plants and in all of the medicinal plants in the world, it's already within you. But it is already within you, not activated, not awake as a powerful ancient spirit. So what these plants do is they alchemize within your physical temple these powerful... So that's a good one, you know. We don't do ayahuasca. We are working with a very powerful spirit ally. You know, like I'm talking with you, ayahuasca talks with you. And in these conversations, often it's all about what you want to make happen in this life. And that spirit is inside you for the rest of your life. Even just with a prayer, even just with intent, you can call on it. And it will always be there for you as a spirit guide, as a guardian, as a powerful healer.
Do you see us in the future connecting with our galactic brothers and sisters here on Earth?
Even right now, we are in that powerful connection. It's just not happening at the mass levels because our consciousness is, our mind rather, is not ready. In the near future, this will be changing. We are becoming what we call translucid beings, meaning our light vibration will be of a much higher frequency, and we will be able to not only see them, but also talk with them. They could be going in front of you. They could be right by your side, but you don't see them, you don't feel them because you are not in the same frequency. So it is happening right now. It always happened. And I believe it's going to be happening even more. I have had the privilege of working with youth that have been exposed to all kinds of drugs, synthetic drugs, and in some cases survivors of even overdoses. And all of us have these soul contracts, which we're constantly changing with our willpower. So we need to use that free will constantly. These plants are not from Mother Earth. These powerful spirits have arrived from the stars. Some time ago, they were brought to our planet with a specific purpose.
Hey, beautiful tribe, beautiful souls. I hope you're having a great day today, and welcome back to the Love Shack studio. In today's video, my beautiful sister, Dr. B, and myself ventured all the way to South America to Peru for our second visit on a 10-day adventure with the masters and with the shamans, working alongside with first our guide, Yadmar, who took us on amazing adventures to Pisca. We ventured to Machu Picchu, Sexy Mama. We did some amazing ceremonies on the lake, and we did the despacho ceremony, and just lots of amazing stuff. We also got the opportunity to work once again with Master Puma, Fredy Puma, the Andean Shaman, very well-known Andean Shaman, who today is going to take us deeply into the spirit world when it comes to topics like plant medicines, how that relates to the medical field, even talking about diseases like diabetes and such like that, all the way to aliens, contact with aliens, the new earth, and so much amazing stuff in this wild interview with Master Fredy Puma. And if you want more information on Puma himself, you can visit the website pumaadventures.com. And please do click that thumbs up love button so we can get this out to more people. Share it with as many people as you can, because this is an amazing interview, and I truly hope you love it as much as we loved doing this interview with Master Puma. Beautiful souls, welcome to Chinchero, Peru. And this is Dr. B and me, of course, and this is Master Puma, an Andean shaman who we have come to work with once again. So my first question for you today, Master Puma, is can you please introduce yourself to our tribe, to our beautiful friends all over the world? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you, Joseph. Hello, my beautiful family. Sending you so much love from these Andean mountains, from this powerful land. I am Puma, Fredy Quispe Singona from Chinchero. I've been a medicine man, carrier of ancestral lineage and traditions since I was 6 years old. And I am a global healer. I am a carrier of this powerful medicine of our ancestors that was passed on generation after generation. And I'm your brother. I am your family here in the Andes. I'm always in ceremony, so I'm always sending powerful healing energy your way. And I always hope you are in very good health, you're happy, you are fulfilling all your wildest dreams. And I always hope that you are in love, loving yourselves and receiving abundant love.
So I'm a traditional primary care physician, but I also do integrative medicine. How do you see yourself collaborating with more modern medicine with your tradition? And have you ever collaborated with modern physicians and Western medicine?
Yes, we are living in times of powerful cooperation. We're living in times of complementary healing work. Every system, every knowledge, every branch of medicine, Western medicine, traditional medicine, needs to work together because we are going through accelerated healing processes in our planet. And we need everybody. We need all the medicine that is available. So in my collaborations, what I have always experienced is there is more in healing work than treating just the physical body. Oftentimes the source of everything that we are experiencing physically, it's our emotional processes, it's the traumas of our childhood, it's the stress that we're constantly feeding our mind unnecessarily. You know, when we don't take very good care of ourselves psychologically, emotionally, we're not taking very good care of our physical body. Even if we have the best diets, even if we have the best exercise works, we need to take care of our heart process and our psychological process. So in our traditional healing work, what I have been doing is we let the Western medicine, we let the physical body be healed with all the medicine of the Western medicine, and we work on the energetics, we work on the emotional, we work on the psychological, spiritual processes to complement it so that it has a long-lasting benefit. It has a long-lasting well-being.
Ayahuasca has gone very mainstream across the globe, actually. And not everybody's necessarily using it for the right reasons. What can you tell us a little bit about the power of Mama Ayahuasca and how you feel about the mainstream effect that it's having and people maybe misusing it?
Ayahuasca is a very ancient spirit. It's a very powerful medicinal plant. And on Mother Earth, it has a big, very important mission. So for these times, especially since the beginning of this new millennia, Ayahuasca Spirit wants to reach out to as many people as possible in our planet, because it's a very powerful bridge, it's a very powerful portal. What you have been working on, transformation, self-realization, healing work for so many years, thanks to Ayahuasca Spirit, you can actually achieve overnight. And that powerful medicine that comes from the Amazon has been carried in sacred ceremony and in very respectful ways that nowadays it's missing in many parts of the planet. We may not have the carriers of this medicine with the same training, with the same preparation, with the same lineage backup like it comes from the Amazon. But that is not up to us. That is not up to us human beings. This spirit is a very powerful force. It will find you at the level of development, at the level of evolution where you are. So if you are in a much more profound and deep preparation process, you will come to the Amazon, you will come to Peru. That's where the powerful medicine is waiting, where a few of our masters still alive and they keep practicing the genuine, original medicine work. And if you're prepared, you will be able to meet powerful medicine carriers that are nowadays throughout the planet. But when you're not prepared and when you don't have profound communion with this powerful spirit, you may just arrive to ayahuasca that comes from the market and it's part of an industry, part of a trend, maybe even call it. It's a thing to do now, to put it off your list. And then that may not be the best experience for you. Sometimes with ayahuasca, because it's a very radical spirit and it's a very powerful medicine, when you don't reach out with respect, with profound preparation, the medicine can be very hard on you. The medicine can produce permanent traumas. The medicine can actually become very radical medicine for you. And that's why we say that for ayahuasca, you need to prepare yourself. It is not about the shaman, it is not about the ayahuasquero that arrives to you. It is about you, from your heart, developing a direct communion to this powerful master plant and connecting with it with emotional, psychological, physical preparation. And then it becomes miraculous. It can change your whole life. It can reset your genetic coding. It can bring to you powerful alliances. It can let you see whatever steps you need in order to make your life absolutely beautiful, filled with joy, inner peace, harmony, love, and abundant wisdom and sacred knowledge.
People always say to me they want to do ayahuasca, and I correct them and say, you don't do ayahuasca, you do drugs. You work with ayahuasca, right?
Yes. So that's a good one. We don't do ayahuasca. We are working with a very powerful spirit ally. Like I'm talking with you, ayahuasca talks with you. And in these conversations, often it's all about what you want to make happen in this life. It's about how you want to be of best service to the family and the community globally. So with ayahuasca, you have an encounter, you have a meeting. And if this encounter, if this meeting is deeply rooted in the heart, then you initiate a journey of a lifetime. Because once you drink ayahuasca, that medicine is inside you and that spirit is inside you for the rest of your life. Even just with a prayer, even just with intent, you can call on it and it will always be there for you as a spirit guide, as a guardian, as a powerful healer.
I'm sure you've worked with many people. Can you think of an example in particular where somebody was radically changed and how it made a difference in their life?
Yes. So for me, I have been blessed by witnessing as an ayahuasquero. I have been witnessing miraculous changes, powerful transformation that have had an amazing ripple effect throughout the planet, mostly with the energy of leadership. I have initiated with this powerful medicine, powerful leaders who in their own circles, in their own communities, whether they're spiritual circles, whether they're business circles, circles of leaders, they have just bloomed, they have blossomed into absolute success. And even though all of those miraculous experiences I have witnessed, the one I would highlight the most is my work with young people. In a few occasions, I have had the privilege of working with youth that have been exposed to all kinds of drugs, synthetic drugs, and in some cases, survivors of even overdoses. And they have come to me in emergency. They were maybe with an overdose just 3 days before, and within 3 days they arrived here to Peru. That first night we worked with the medicine, and the change was, just beautiful, just magical. Now, these young people that have survived these very difficult processes in their lives are powerful leaders. They're doing beautiful work with their families. They're fulfilling their studies. And for me, that is like saving a life and participating in the life-saving process. So like that, I have worked with many young people who have been struck by all kinds of addictions, whether it is to these drugs, whether it is to alcohol, whether it's to tobacco. Ayahuasca has the power to change genetic codings so that you don't become dependent on any substances, and rather you can always access what you already have inside your physical body as powerful healing, as powerful support, as powerful medicine. Whatever is in these plants and in all of the medicinal plants in the world, it's already within you. But it is already within you, not activated, not awake as a powerful ancient spirit. So what these plants do is they alchemize within your physical temple these powerful active ingredients like DMT, mescaline, and it becomes a powerful chemical reaction in your body that changes the way you look at things, changes the way you think, the way you speak, and the way you do things. So it's a very, very powerful medicine, and that's what I would highlight. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So you talk about leaders and how it's changing the leadership, because we are in this amazing time where the earth is shifting. We're shifting timelines. We're going into what many people call the new earth and the new earth nation. Has ayahuasca or any of the plant spirits or your own guides showed you anything about leaders, especially like in the United States or Europe, that are in very dark energy, very dark places?
Yes. So about that, we have to use our prophecies as a backup. And according to our prophecies, at the beginning of this new millennia, we have entered into what we call the new earth, the new times, the new cycles. In Quechua, that is called Pachacuti. It's a major Pachacuti because it involves many thousands of years. And apparently, until the beginning of this new millennia, our humanity was put to sleep, and every generation was less evolved than the last. And that's why we no longer maintained, we no longer kept the strength, the vitality, the wisdom, the intelligence, the sacred knowledge that was available here thousands of years ago. So we are past that point. Now we are within a new Pachacuti. We are within a new time, a new era. And we have gone through this transition just in the last 30 years. And it's happening rapidly. It's happening so fast that we here, these generations that are here on Mother Earth, are having a hard time catching up. And the truth is, perhaps some of the generations living here on Mother Earth will never catch up. They will just live as the last unevolved human generation which were here before this new millennia. But as of 2012, all the children that are arriving, they're coming for this new Pachacuti. They're coming with a different genetic coding, with a different preparation psychologically, emotionally for these new times. So we will see in our leaders the last of the worst of it. And we will also be able to witness at the same time the rising of the best and the first original leadership. One that transcends gender, one that transcends classism, one that transcends racism, because we are here in a very powerful global healing process. And now we live in that global consciousness. It is no longer about just our small regional local circles. Now it's about the whole planet. And we are being prepared every day, every step of the way, with every experience, with every process, we're being prepared for this new Pachacuti. Now we have no choice but to be completely awake. Now we have no choice but to evolve to our highest superior consciousness. And that process, of course, also it's a journey. It's not going to happen so fast. However, the transition is happening very fast. And we don't expect, but still we know that we will have to be happy with the least worst leaders, which are the last of. And we also need to be very excited with the new leadership that is rising. And it's not only with the young people in this case, because consciousness is transcendental. It does not belong to a linear time. So within elders, within young adults, within youth, you're going to see powerful leadership rising in the next years, because we have also seen, the worst of it.
We've talked a lot about people that have struggled with addiction and people that have struggled with trauma. In my profession, I deal with a lot of more physical disease states, such as diabetes and heart disease. And you briefly spoke about the emotional causes of those disease states. In helping people, I find it challenging in my profession to get people to change. In other words, stop eating sugar if they're diabetic, or be healthier. How do you handle those challenges, and have you worked with specific disease states with the medicine and the medicine plants?
With our Ayahuasca and San Pedro, we have worked on some physical processes like cancers, diabetes, especially on the early stages. It's possible to have treatments, it's possible to work with the medicine where you have no choice but to heal yourself. But in the later stages, usually, even psychologically, they have arrived to a mindset where they don't want to heal themselves. And there is not much you can do when that willpower is not available. So in some stages, we have always worked with liberation. So sometimes when we treat these illnesses, we just work on liberating them from the hard, painful, difficult processes. We no longer work on healing the disease completely, because it has become part of their soul agreement, soul contract, which they need to take with during this life. And all of us have these soul contracts, which we're constantly changing with our willpower. So we need to use that free will constantly to activate vitality. That's the most important one. Once you have vitality, you will always have the willpower to heal yourself. When you don't have vitality, when you're not living in this passionate way, then sometimes you are hardly surviving. And you don't have the willpower to bring in the medicine. You don't have the willpower to heal yourself completely, because I have seen it happen. I have witnessed it. So I know it is possible, but not everybody is ready to manifest it. Not everybody is ready to achieve that. So we leave it always to the sacred will of the medicine. We leave it always to the sacred will of the person who is healing. And we can only, in that case, make the process more gentle.
Two questions in one, because you said something that caught my attention. So we have the ability to shift or change our soul contracts. And then also, could you tell our listeners and watchers a little bit about the cacti, better known here as San Pedro, and how that plays into the role of healing as well?
We can change indeed our soul agreements. We have chosen and we have made those contracts way before we were conceived, way before we have arrived here. But once we have arrived here, we still maintain a very powerful force of creation. And that willpower we can use to change these soul agreements. It does take a process. It does take the help and support of powerful guidance, especially of these master plants. And we can work together with powerful healers, powerful guides to help us change these soul agreements. It is possible, and that's how our life path, from something we believed it was always going to be, suddenly it can be completely different. You can give yourself a new name. That's why a lot of our healing work, it's about renewal. It's about new life. So literally it's about rebirth. And speaking of rebirth, San Pedro, or also in Quechua known as Apuachuma, it's another powerful plant spirit ally. For us, is the plant of self-realization, is the plant of our dreams that connects us with the spirit and the soul, is the plant that brings to us that superior intelligence so that we can make better choices, we can access to better formulas, to sacred knowledge that is necessary to change our lives. Apuachuma is a beautiful plant spirit whose mission is to support the evolution of humanity. It has been present in the ceremonies of our ancestors for thousands of years. We believe this plant spirit knows us very well because knows where we come from, how we have been in our best, how we have been in our worst, and also where we are heading. So it's a very powerful plant that can help us contribute to the renewal of human consciousness, to the renewal of humanity in our planet, because a new humanity is necessary in these new times, and that's the transition we're going through right now. Apuachuma is going to hold from your hands and is going to guide you, is going to take you through a journey with beautiful guidance and in a gentle way. Different, completely different to ayahuasca. Ayahuasca, for example, can tell you, you want to go to the right, you want to go to the left. There is no preference. Whatever you choose, the medicine will take you for you to experience. Where San Pedrito, Apuachuma is, you go this way, and this is the path of love, this is the path of happiness, this is the path of service. If you go this way, you're going to get distracted, you're going to get lost, you're going to lose yourself, you're going to lose the way, and you might get hurt. So it's a very special guardian. It's a very powerful spirit guide.
In the United States, we've legalized in many states marijuana, both for medicinal reasons and also recreational reasons. We've also, in some states, there's microdosing with psilocybin, and clinical trials also going on right now with ayahuasca. that may then become more pharmaceutical driven. What do you see as the benefits of that, but also the concerns about this as well?
I only see the benefits of that. And the benefits of that is these are conscious, living, intelligent plant spirits, all of them that you have mentioned. And like in the case of marijuana, because it is not used in ceremony, it can only help you so much. And then from there, it no longer supports you. It only helps your physical body and your health, and it kind of gives you the strength to bear with whatever you take on in life. But it has the power to take you further. In order for it to take you further to powerful healing and leadership, you need to use it in sacred ceremony. And psilocybin, it's a very powerful master also. So they have this sacred intelligence. And if they want to arrive to that pharmaceutical level, like you say, it's their will. That means these medicines want to be more available. They want to reach to more people, and they want to be of help. So because of that, I only see benefits. More of our brothers and sisters who cannot come to Peru could access to these powerful medicinal plants and definitely receive a genetic reset, receive a healing, receive a clearing, at least a blessing. So this is what is available, and this is how it's going to be. I don't have really much concerns, except, the problem with our planetary family is always addiction and excess. I don't know so much about psilocybin and marijuana, but I know with San Pedro and Ayahuasca, if there is no balance, if there is no equilibrium with the way we work with these plants, instead of helping you, it can bring very hard processes. So if there was people who would try to abuse it, then I will say they might also get abused. Yes.
A lot of folks who have worked with DMT, so there's DMT, I don't know here, but back east where they smoke it and it's very short term, maybe a couple minutes. Some people, even with ayahuasca and even psilocybins, have reported seeing, and I'm going to say probably mostly outside of ceremony, actually, when I think about it deeper, reported seeing different deities that they often refer to as alien. What would you say about that? Has that same thing happened in sacred ceremony where people have been introduced to different galactic beings and galactic brothers and sisters?
Apuwachuma is a beautiful plant spirit whose mission is to support the evolution of humanity. It has been present in the ceremonies of our ancestors for thousands of years, especially because we believe these plants are not from Mother Earth. These powerful spirits have arrived from the stars. Some time ago, they were brought to our planet with a specific purpose, and they belong to a star lineage. So here on Mother Earth, they all report back and they all give account to Mother Earth, to this powerful consciousness of all, guardian and mother of all. So all of these plants now belong to Mother Earth, but they're not originally from Mother Earth. They come from the stars. So for that reason, when we're working with these powerful plant spirits, we will always connect with our cosmic family, with our cosmic community. So that's why you will see yourself with what you call aliens. For us, they're not aliens. They're only our cosmic family. And, you would rightfully connect with them because these plants were brought by them. These powerful spirits arrived here by them thousands of years ago in a time when, our humanity needed it.
Do you see us in the future connecting with our galactic brothers and sisters here on Earth?
Even right now, we are in that powerful connection. It's just not happening at the mass levels because our consciousness is, our mind rather, is not ready to vibrate in the same frequency as their consciousness. So for that reason, we are not having these massive connections like it was possible in the past. Nowadays, there's still a lot of people with so much fear. There's still a lot of people who cannot feel the energy that they have. So for that reason, in the near future, this will be changing. We are becoming what we call translucid beings, meaning our light vibration will be of a much higher frequency, and we will be able to not only see them, but also talk with them. They could be going in front of you, they could be right by your side, but you don't see them, you don't feel them because you are not in the same frequency. So it is happening right now, it always happened, and I believe it's going to be happening even more. Yes.
The last time I was here, worked with you and Mama Aya, she showed me, which I wasn't even asking for this at all, she showed me the whole reptilian race of galactic beings. And many people watching probably don't know this, but she showed me that they're like human, whereas there are ones that are good and ones that are not so good. And aside from that, also, can you also elaborate a little bit, because this is really popular in the United States right now, the Peruvian alien mummies that were found. Can you can you tell us anything about that, if it's real or if what's going on with that?
It is real, so that's what I'm going to say straightforward. I don't know that all that it's being shown is real, but from my experience, even just until now from private collectors, we have mummies of another race of humanity, which we will call alien. But they're just a different race of humanity that have inhabited among our ancestors thousands of years ago. And while here, their physical bodies had to be mummified because it was part of a privilege for everybody who has been of great service on Mother Earth. If you have been the best engineer, the best architect, the best leader, the best healer, you were going to get mummified. So those beings and those mummies we have all over the Andes, and different races of them, little ones, tiny ones, big ones, tall ones. And our physical science has a very, very hard time accepting or even recognizing them as these star brothers and sisters. So they only call them a different race of humanity. No? What we believe is on our planet there have been different humanoid races. And we are only the 8th generation of human beings on the planet. So there have been all races of humanity living here. One of them perhaps was the reptilian, and anybody who lived here on Mother Earth had to be a pretty one, an ugly one, a good one, a bad one, a light one, a dark one. We live in our planet where we have a day and a night. But we are not from this planet. We are children of the sun. So in our tradition, in order for you to remember who you are, you had to reach out to the rays of the sun. And if you ask the sun what it feels to rise and set, the sun will tell you, what are you talking about? I don't rise, I don't set. I'm ever always shining bright in love, in sacred service. The day and the night is only for you in the earth. So all those polarities, those dual energies of the good and the bad, the dark and the light, all of that, we need to learn to live in harmony with, because it is part of the earth. Our masters, my grandfather used to say, these good energies and bad energies, darkness and lightness, was here before you, it will be here after you. But it does not belong to you because you don't belong here. You belong to the sun. You belong to the stars. So perhaps that's why the medicine showed you, Joseph, these different races. And, soon enough, it will be part of our common sense to understand that in the past, our ancestors have lived among star beings because they're part of our cosmic family. And in the future, it will be even more possible.
I look very forward to that future.
This is probably my final question, but I went back to school in 2018 and did a fellowship in integrative medicine because I do believe we had spoken already about integrating more holistic healing with traditional Western medicine. What would you say to anybody out in the United States or anyone watching this video right now if they were thinking of coming here to do plant medicine and working with you? What would you say to them as far as encouraging them to do it, especially if they really want to do it and it's in their heart to do it?
I would say that you can call on the spirit of these plants even right now before you come to Peru. During the pandemic times, I was serving medicine in an online platform. And the way I did it was I would call on the spirit of these sacred plants while they would have a cup of water in different parts of the planet. They would have the similar physical, they would have the purging, they would have the same visions experience as if when you drink the brew that we prepare here. And that's when I discovered what was possible. So working with the spirit of these plants does not depend on you drinking the medicine when you come here. I believe part of that beautiful process of integrative medicine is you call on the spirit of these plants into your life, into your sacred space, into your healing process. You could be surprised about how miraculous and how magical and how powerful these powerful spirit forces are. So, and when you come to Peru, yes, you are welcome to come to our family. We have powerful medicine women, powerful medicine men who have been trained many years to work with these powerful plants in a way of protecting sacred space. All of our healers do not heal you. They just protect the sacred space where powerful healing is happening for you. So you are always invited, and it would be awesome if you could come here to drink the medicine. And if you can't come yet, remember to work with the spirit already.
It's interesting how you say that you and other shamans are not doing the healing, you're doing the protective space. And last time I was here, I seen some interesting things within that space and energy being moved from people and so forth. I know that in America, and I'm sure other countries, including in Sedona, Arizona, where I live, there's some people that are not doing it in the right space. So how dangerous is that as far as perhaps having spirits attached to you or even dark entities attached to you, or is there no danger in that?
There is no danger. There is, when we talk about ceremony, this is the wisdom of our ancestors. There is no way you can do it wrong. Or the only way you could do it wrong is when you have bad intentions, when you consciously have intentions to harm somebody else. Then you cannot call that right. Even then, you are not in charge. The medicine is a much superior consciousness. It's a much superior intelligence. Perhaps you do need to go through those preparation steps where you need to learn from the foundation in those hard, intense ways. It could be even part of your soul agreements and soul contracts. But that's not wrong. It is only part of your process. So I don't see no danger in it, because the absolute power over all of this process is not on us, is not even on ayahuasca completely. There are powerful intelligence, cosmic forces, powerful elements on Mother Earth who are in charge, really. So at the end, you are always safe. You might go through a few bumps, a few difficult processes before you completely find yourself, your heart, but that could just be part of your process also.
So back in 2017 in meditation, because I do predictions and prophecy, Spirit showed me a timeline of the period of 2025 to 2032 and showed me that that was going to be the most challenging time for humanity in the earth. When I came here and met with you in 2018, I mentioned that to you. You said you got the same timeline. Can you elaborate for our watchers about that a little bit more on what you may have received about the timeline that we are now in as of this year?
So for the next 7 years, we're going to go through powerful process of transformation. And some of this process could be very challenging. Some of this process could be very difficult. Our ancestors have spoke of natural elements activating and bring in some very difficult processes for, major cities in our planet. We believe that we are also participating consciously with all of our prayers and our intentions in that process of transformation that humanity is going through. And I believe that that is where all of our preparation of a lifetime comes to play a very important role. We have a very special gift with human beings. We have the power to adapt. We have the power to change the processes in our lives, whether we do it individually or whether we do it collectively. So I believe that the next 7 years, regardless of how challenging they can be, we have the capacity to make it epic. We have the capacity to make it gentle on ourselves. And we have the capacity to even change a lot of these difficult processes for the whole planet. So I will always count on that capacity we have. And I will not completely accept that, it's going to be hard, yes or yes. We have participation in it. We've always had. Even if it was little, microcosmos always affects the macrocosmos. So the next 7 years is rather an invitation to get the best of us. And because we can, we will.
So we're already currently seeing so much destruction as far as well, let me rephrase that, because some people see it as destruction. I see it as Mother Earth making the changes. We see floods happening everywhere. We're seeing earthquakes, and I've been shown by Spirit that this is going to intensify. And so many people are in fear about this, like just plugged directly into the fear, not understanding what's really happening and that it's really a beautiful thing that's happening. What would you recommend to people who may be in that fear or who may be even feeling that they need to do something? What could they possibly do for themselves or to help through this process?
Dear Joseph, like I have shared with you once, fears can become magnets. And if you live afraid, you may just attract that which you're afraid of. So whatever you can do to transform those fears into powerful visions, to transform those fears into absolute clarity, into passion, into willpower, do that. Fears do not serve you. They don't serve you, they don't serve Mother Earth, they don't serve anybody. So if you could become like the hummingbird who sees the flowers in every situation, in every person, and once you find the flower in every situation and every person, you get the nectar out of it. If you could be very busy finding beauty everywhere, if you could be very busy finding beauty in the hardest of processes, then that is going to be your best service, because that serves you. It'll make you resilient. It'll make you very wise. It'll make you very intelligent. If you can find that flower everywhere and get the nectar out of it, that is what you should be doing. Being afraid doesn't serve you, doesn't serve me, doesn't serve Pachamama.
Now, I know this, but again, ensure my listeners, because they don't always believe me, the Earth isn't going nowhere. Humanity's not going anywhere, right? People think it's the end of the world, and because of the Bible and the apocalyptic times, they think it's the end. And apocalyptic is really just the shifting and changing of things, right?
In the Andean belief system, time is the cosmic father, space is the cosmic mother. You cannot be here if it wasn't for the mother and the father. And everything in life is happening within a sacred space and a sacred time. So we're ever happening thanks to our father and our mother. So as cycles pass, as processes pass, they pass, you don't. You are the center of centers. Everything passes around you, everything passes through you. So the actual journey of the soul is interdimensional. It's happening at multiple dimensions simultaneously. It's happening right now, for the past, for the future, for everything. You have access to both. So when you think about time, right now a part of you is in the past, right now a part of you is in the future. But most of you, if possible, all of you, should be here in the present. And it does not serve you to believe in these ancient visions or apocalyptic belief systems. The life is ever ending and completing every moment and every day with each sunset. And it's being born every day and every moment with the sunrise. We are in our lifetime going through so many deaths and so many rebirths. That is the cycle of life. What we know is one day you will give back the breath of life, and that will be the last one. But that even is just the cycle of this physical body. The journey of the soul is happening at 1,000,000 places in 1,000th of a second. Do not worry, do not be afraid.
I tell people that all the time. It's going to be okay. We're going to be okay.
Don't believe him. Don't believe him. Tell yourself and believe yourself.
Good information. Thank you. So this brings into the question, because you know the balance of the masculine and feminine and the yin and yang. You know, we see this younger generation having this strong desire to change their sex. How does that play into a spiritual aspect? Or does it not?
It doesn't, because spirit does not have gender. Our soul does not have gender. Gender is for us who live here on Mother Earth, on this physical temple, on this physical body. And because we have free will, we literally have the choice to do whatever we want with the gender, because it's part of our process. Nowadays, it's becoming a big part of a major collective process. It does not affect spirit. It does not affect the soul. It only affects egos, it only affects religions, it only affects belief systems, which are also temporary.
Good answer. So I want to thank you, Master Puma. It's always an honor to be here with you. I feel like you are my brother from another mother, completely.
From our mother.
Our mother, yeah, the divine creator. So for folks that are maybe feeling pulled to work with plant medicine, or maybe pulled to even come to the Amazon or Peru, what recommendation would you give them? And if they are pulled to you directly, like I was, how can they find you?
I'm going to give a link to our online global community. so that you can reach out to us at any moment, my beautiful family, and arrive to this land and to our family. The main recommendation for you as you come to Peru is this place is a very powerful vortex for our planet right now, and for right now only. Who knows for how many years. That energy will move to another part of our planet very soon. But for these years is right here, right now. So when you come to this land, awakening, healing, self-realization, enlightenment is inevitable. So that's why I recommend for you to come to this land, where the prayers of our ancestors, where the powerful medicine of Mother Earth is awaiting for you. You come here for direct communion, for direct connection, not with Puma, not with the healers, not with the shamans. You come here to directly connect with the essence of these powerful plant spirits, with the essence of Mother Earth. The second you put your feet in this ground and you take a breath of air, you are already connected to this very powerful ancestral force. And right now it is awake, right now it is activated. So you're always invited. Come back and welcome back to Peru.
And I'm coming back too. Many times, many times. Thank you again, Master Puma. Love you lots. Thank you, Dr. B. All the links and all will be down below in the description. Thanks so much for watching. Much love to all of you.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao. Amazing stuff, to say the least, friends. And I feel like Master Puma's like my brother from another mother. We connected back in 2018, and that connection runs deep. And I plan on going back to Peru in 2026 for 6 to 8 weeks to begin learning the medicine of Wachuma, better known, of course, as San Pedro. I would like to know what your opinion is of this interview down below in the comments, and your feedback is always important to me and the rest of the tribe in this channel. And if you want accurate predictions, prophecy, truth, and amazing content like this, and future interviews, because I plan on doing adventures with that, you want to join the tribe, friends, and smash that there, subscribe, the bell and all, so that you get notifications. And again, clicking that thumbs up will get more content like this on your feed. Helps the channel, helps us to grow, and it also shows your love and support for the time and energy that went into all this content and all the content I provide on my channel here. And remember, down below in the description, you'll find all the links to my social media. If you want to find out more about Shaman Puma and the amazing retreat place that he built there in Chinchero, Peru, which I can't wait to go back to. But his place is just beautiful. I mean, he has rooms in there, temples in there. It's just amazing. PumaAdventures.com. That's PumaAdventures.com. Because I'm getting an overwhelming amount of emails of people asking. Well, there you go. There's the information right there. And that doesn't tell you much on the website. You got to particularly email them exactly what it is you're looking for and what you want. And we went on a 10-day spiritual adventure. It was amazing. And I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Remember to catch me every Tuesday for tea time as we talk about world events, how they relate to predictions and prophecy with new predictions each and every week. Until the next time, friends, a big thank you again to Puma, to Yadmar, to Puma's sister, who actually conducted the Wachuma ceremony as we went to the 7 sacred lakes, which was, wow, quite a place. We ventured 3.5 hours in a car from Cusco, and then another 2 hours plus into the mountains on horseback to do the Wachuma ceremonies. Absolutely amazing. So a big thank you to all of them, because they were amazing, and I can't wait to get back again. And I can't wait to see you all again on the next episode here from the Love Shack. And until the next time, friends, remember, be bold, be true, be kind, be you. Let your light shine ever so brightly, and have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste, and much love, friends. Much love.